What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at RussoLifts, just in case something happens to this YouTube channel. You can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well at Elevate Alternative Medicine with the boss man, Jeff. And I have some questions on how Dbol, DIANABol, which is one of the most popular steroids, highly popularized in the golden age of bodybuilding, you know, when Arnold said he used to eat them like candy. How is that being able to be prescribed, and can you go into the legality background and science behind what happens in the pharmaceutical industry on how these APIs become available for education?
Yeah, so there's millions of drugs out there. A lot of them just get lost and not used. Drop off out of nowhere. Some of them have patents and trademarks that expire and get generics made from them, or some people make a better version of it. Sometimes they just don't go through the full FDA trials and somebody picks it up and finishes the trial. So there's a lot of drugs that are borderline or just forgotten about that over the past couple of years, since we do research and case studies here, that we've picked up. We pay for the API, we pay for the research, we do our own case studies, and we create SOPs, it's standard operating procedures, on why we should be able to use a drug, how it's used, what medical conditions it's used for, and the treatment process. And so in the past year, we've had 3 drugs approved, and lately, DIANABol is one of the ones that we just got approved for human use.
So go into, because I'm not just talking about Elevate in general, but I see other clinics have BPC 157, which isn't approved by the FDA, hasn't gone through all the checks and balances, so you can do your own trials, is what you're saying?
Yeah, so it's not considered a drug, it's considered a peptide. So there's nutraceuticals, peptides, and drugs that are classified as research drugs until the FDA deems them, or the DEA deems them, a medication. And in that time period, you can actually use it for investigative research purposes or case studies and human trials. And a lot of people will use that gray area and say it's not really illegal because it's not a drug, so I can prescribe it even though there's no SOP for it. But on the other hand, you have a facility like us that actually works with the pharmacies, works and does their own case studies, and sets the parameters of how to use a drug, when to use a drug. And we're using the BPC and TB500 for ulcers, for colitis, for stomach issues, for hair growth, for wound healing, joint soft tissue healing, and we actually work with orthopedic surgeons, so right after somebody gets a surgery, we have that patient come and be one of our case studies, and instead of having a 6-month recovery from a surgery, we can do treatments and reduce that. Any peptides that you see advertised, any peptides you see on Facebook that everybody's talking about, don't hesitate to call. All my providers and staff are educated in them, and we have the latest and greatest. If it does not pass quality control, though, we will not prescribe it. That's one thing that you need to ask. If you're not going to use us, ask the other clinics or wherever you're buying it from, is how did you test it? And did it pass a 45-day trial or a 90-day trial? Did it go through some type of quality control? Did it go through sterilization, microbial, and metal testing? A lot of these things where you buy peptides and stuff online will just relabel a Chinese product or an Asian product, and it's not made in the USA, it's not made under sterile conditions, and so you don't really know what you're putting in your body.
And then with the data you collected on BPC, could they request that to see the results?
They can request like a C of A for testing or batch reports, but they can't request the testing on individuals because it's personal information.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's a HIPAA violation. So we try to protect you guys.
Go into HIPAA laws real quick.
So HIPAA laws is anything that you tell us write down.
That's why there's no source list for Elevate going around.
Right. Yeah, we don't sell your information. You don't know how many times that people have tried to like ask for your information. A judge or an attorney or an angry spouse or something. I don't care who it is. We don't share your information, and it goes for your medication, for your history, anything. So as soon as you do your intake forms, it's downloaded into your charts. It's encrypted and protected. We shred your copy of it, and all your information is protected.
Awesome. I will see you guys in my next video.